Okay, so this is today's pickups at the library from the 3D printer that I use there. You can send files to the library's printers and they will print you whatever you want. You just pay for the filament. It's a pretty good deal. So their printer is a fancy one, so I will show you what I got. I got 5 more hopper cars. So this is what they look like when they don't have the supports taken out. So I really like those little red hoppers. And I got this little McDonald's. So that's what it looks like. And again, the support is still inside the building, so I have to, all this netting has to come out so that you can see all the details, but that came out really good. And then I got some of the trestle that I printed off, so it's kind of an odd situation. It took, for each of these, over 24 hours to print. So I'll explain. So let me just line this up. And this has all the supports still on it. So these 3 here and these 3 here each took a full 24-hour session on their filament printer. So how these work is this: you can see there's quite a lot of supports. These were not as cheap as you'd want, but the supports make it so that you don't have to assemble the bridge. So somebody knocked off Micro Engineering bridge kits and then basically allowed you to make your trestle. That's just to give you an idea about how tall it's going to be. And then there's one more type of bridge, the viaduct portion, that's coming. Let's put these here. So this is the viaduct. And I got it printed in silver, which is the same as my other bridges. So what I really like about this system is over here, I can now put, one of those complete supports there. I can put one there, and it's all modular. I'm honestly probably going to use these Kato bridges on top anyway, but I wanted something as a different style of bridge because Kato only has so many types. So basically I can take this and I could assemble it as one. I could cut out foam and assemble it as one long bridge, which is what I was leaning towards. But then I also now can use this to mock up and see how much bridge that I want. In here I might, in these areas, I might do a wood style trestle. That's kind of would be something different. So let's take a look at the mountain, and I think it came out nice. All the ground foam in that is dry. So this is the snow, the melting snow. Came out awesome. I was unsure about that, to be completely honest. And I put this Jaguar in here in the forest. That's what I wanted, is the forest open underneath, and then a piece of construction equipment. Pretty typical. So I am going to put more trees along here, but I'm actually going to change the size of tree that goes behind, and the size that goes behind is going to be a lot denser. So on purpose I made it so that this was open on the bottom so that my kids like animals, so I can put that whatever I want, a Sasquatch or whatever. These here are from Amazon, and these are what is it, a mascara wand, I think is what she calls it. It's a tiny brush. This bag of 100 was $8. So these are gonna go on this mountain because I want this mountain to look like it's far away, so there's a little trick with forced perspective. And I'll have these little tiny, obviously I have to paint them and put some leaves on them, but they'll be at the very back, and then there'll be a medium-sized tree, probably Z scale, and then at the very edge I'll have the N scale trees along here. In the middle will be the Z, and at the very far will be these guys. So I figure to make it look convincing, 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5 bags. So 4 more of those, and that should do the trick. It got a lot going on here. I really like how this carving came out. I wanted it to show mineral deposits, which I think it looks awesome. Obviously I'm biased, because I'm the one that did it. So I've got some of the Scenic Express on top here. That's what I used as the forest floor. That turned out really awesome, and a bunch of the moss actually fell. Makes it look real. I broke a couple of the trees just like they would have, and these trees might look a little odd to you, but based on what I looked at, the really tall trunk with the leaves at the top, that's kind of what I've been seeing. So I want to have it to not be exactly the same, not just a store-bought tree that's all the same all the way around. So I'm trying to change the color. You know, this has more of the tan on this portion, and then it changes color over here. So I'm gonna blend these two together so it looks like a more normal transition. There isn't any Sculptamold on this side. And on here where the plaster cloth still is, I'm going to do the carving plaster instead of Sculptamold, and then the rocks will be different. This one is actually really tight for the track, so I can't go super thick on that one, but that's a 19-inch radius, and this is 28 on the second, but I don't want that to be tighter. That works good, so I added that in there because the track had a little whoops in it, so it was causing issues. And over here I got, well, shocker, I got some more monster trucks. Basically for this one, I think it's awesome. Got a little smart car there, and he's gonna drive over them. This is one of the new ones here. And where's the other one? Oh, it's these two guys. The Sears, I have the rock that I printed off in color, and then I did a base coat of white, and now I'm gonna start putting styrene, and I have a sign coming for that as well. So that will be the last thing, and we will give you another update soon. Talk to you then.